now. Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for another episode of the SPFL show, up to episode 23, as we were just discussing, lads. Well done. Our most consistent series.
Yeah,
well done, everybody. Well done.
I mean, that's because I'm here. So
it's not even like it's a significant number. 23 is not really a significant number.
Michael Jordan?
Well, LeBron James.
Pure man's LeBron, Michael, innit? But anyway, as you can see, we've got a couple of guys with us, the regulars. We've got Sharp Div himself. Hello, son.
Hello, how are we all doing?
Is that my intro you were doing there? I love it.
Aye.
Go do it again.
Hello.
There we are. Beautiful. Well, you didn't say that too many times, we'll get in trouble.
Oh, right.
And Ryan 118, you want to?
Hello, hi.
Oh, he said that, no?
Ryan's
done that there, no? Hello, Ryan.
What a week, yeah. What a week.
Aye,
yeah.
Must have been turmoil for you, son.
It feels like only a week ago I was sitting on here saying,
how shite Leicester was.
That's because it was.
Aye. and look where time goes.
If you missed last week's show, please go back and skip to 51 minutes 42 seconds into last week's podcast, where you will see Ryan 118 passionately rant about how big the Celtic job is compared to Leicester, and Brendan Rodgers would never leave.
Don't tell them, CJ. Don't tell them. They need to go back and watch it, mate.
Go back.
It was delicious. Oh, it was worth it. Oh,
it was like God. 4 minutes. It just we weren't even talking. It was just him ranting.
Aye.
It was fantastic. So, Ryan, now it's a week on. How are you feeling about it? You all right?
Well, I can send everybody to my channel to watch my photos, can't they?
You've got enough videos popped out, eh?
Jeez, a lot of week for videos. But no, I feel slightly humiliated, mostly because of what I said last week. I do feel a lot of humiliation.
I made you a meme, to be fair.
I know exactly. I love the fact that also became a meme because people thought I was nearly greeting when the news was. I was not.
Really greeting,
Ryan, you were greeting, mate. You're bubbling like a wee lassie.
Right, okay.
That's something that somebody that was nearly greeting would say, Ryan, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair. Took my tips for Gogs, but no, we've moved on, and Neil Lennon's here for 10 in a row, so here we go.
Well, he's probably here for 10 games before he fucking blows up again and has to leave under certain circumstances. We all know why he left Hibs. We all know. I just want to apologise, by the way, for the messy background. That literally just arrived just before we came. I'm not actually just a clutter. That's something for the PES career mode that you'll be seeing in a couple of days' time. That's the green screen. It's finally arrived, so apologies. That looks a bit messy, but should we just dive in there, lads? Should we just go? Because it's been an exciting week. And Ryan, since I made you a meme and absolutely just ruined your Twitter for about 5 days, I'll let you choose first, mate. I'll let you choose.
I'm going to go and pick what I believe was shock of the week first. I'm going to go for Hamilton 2, Aberdeen 0 up Tawdry.
Beautiful result.
I could start. I mean, yous must be chuffed about that. I mean, that is a result that pretty much secures your spot in second place.
I don't know. Like, you've still got a chance to get there. I don't know if you will drop to third right
now. Every week.
But
hats off. I know. Let's just get out of the way. I wanted the joke,
I had that ready as well, mate. Don't worry. You just got it.
CJ got it first time. Well, okay. Hats off to Hamilton, because last week I was sitting here once again saying I think they were my favourite for
going down.
Going down, I think they were my favourite for going right down to the bottom of the table. But they played pretty well against Aberdeen. I didn't even feel like it was a fluky win or anything like that. Sometimes you see these 2-0s pop up here and there when a team like Hamilton beats Aberdeen. You go, well, Aberdeen were just come for finishing, and Hamilton took 2 decent chances. But no, they played relatively well. And I mean, the goal what's his name scored, absolute screamer, by the way. Oh my goodness.
Big Oakley, aye.
Unbelievable how good that goal was. But hats off to Hamilton. I mean, now that they have done that, it kind of changes my perception on whether or not they will finish bottom. Really? There's still a long way to go. And St Mirren also got a positive result at the weekend. There's still a long way to go for these teams because, there's 6-pointers everywhere and every game.
Basically, every game's a 6-pointer.
Yeah, exactly. It's between the 3 teams it's going to be like that. Every game's a 6-pointer. But that could be the game that proves that Hamilton are the team that's going to be good enough to, be above Dundee. I mean, that is just a really good result. And Aberdeen will be kicking themselves. I mean, I thought that was him back and sent into airfare.
Oh, that's a shame for them, isn't it? That's a real shame, that. Dave, what did you think about the result, mate?
I was shocked myself. I expected it to be a comfortable win for Aberdeen, who have been doing all right. But Hamilton just went up there. What a goal from the guy Oakley. And it was a good finish for the second goal as well. It was a good tackle in the edge of the area. Aberdeen just causing their own mistakes again. A good finish for Muller. But other than that, I was looking at the stats, and Aberdeen actually had 18 shots. Only 4 of them were on target. So they'll kick themselves for being so unclinical. Is that a word?
Lackadaisical.
Inaccurate.
Inaccurate would be a decent choice of
Ryan 118. Sorry. Sorry.
Rate that. Aye, so they were very inaccurate, but obviously hats off to Hamilton. They'd done a good job. And again, picking up on the points that Ryan was making there about Hamilton potentially not finishing last in the table. I don't know. I still think it's between them, Dundee and St Mirren, quite obviously. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably lean towards Dundee, which we'll probably go on to, obviously, their performance, which was absolutely dreadful. But that's pretty much my 2 pence on the matter.
Can we now officially call Oakley's goal of the year above Hamill's 2 halfway line goals? Are we there yet? Can we compare them?
Do you know what it reminded me? It reminded me of Fernando Torres. That as well. But do you remember the Fernando Torres one to get like goal of the year?
Against Blackburn.
But the only thing with that was that it was like further out. It was actually a better angle for Torres. Mm-hmm. Like it just looked so hard for him to score, and he managed to do it against a decent goalkeeper. I'm not going to go for good, but decent goalkeeper and Lewis. Yeah,
Lewis he's a tall guy as well, so be able to get at him for that angle. Phenomenal, absolutely.
He is Ryan, but I can't tell them that live.
Oh, by the way, everyone in the chat's updating us that Hearts are now winning 1-0. They're obviously playing just now as well.
There you go. All right.
Was it Big Berra that scored? Was it? I like Big Berra.
There you go, Big Christoph Berra.
Big
Christy. So yeah, fantastic result for Hamilton. Aberdeen very, very wasteful in front of the goal. Didn't get a penalty, so they didn't score. I'm joking, lads. I'm joking. But great result. And I think that's basically us kind of spoke about it. I'm just laughing at everyone's reactions into the comments. So let's move on to the next game then, Sharp Devon. I'll let you pick it, mate. Which game would you like to discuss next?
Why don't we speak a wee bit about St Johnston versus Hibs?
I knew. Right. I was actually expecting Ryan to bring that up, mate, but let's go there. Let's go.
I thought I'd get in there before him because I knew he was going to pick them.
He's a wanker.
Well, I did pick another game. Did you pick a 2-1? Ryan, did you pick 2-1 for that prediction? Wait, actually, I've got the predictions on this. Actually, while we're here, may as well talk. None of us got the Aberdeen and Hamilton. I mean, we all predicted 4-0, 3-0, and I predicted 5-0.
Does it sound like
that was not right. For St Johnstone and Hibs, CJ, you had 1-1. Dev, you had 0-0, and I had 2-0. Well, I had draws.
We had draws for that one.
Right.
And it did look like a game where they were quite evenly matched. But again, St Johnston, I think, will be absolutely kicking themselves. Hibs down to 10 men. And for the second goal that McNulty scored, 4 goals in 2 games, by the way, for McNulty, who is starting to play really well. But for the second goal that they conceded, it was really, really slack. The boy in the middle picked it up for Hibs, and he literally had about 20 seconds. The 2 centre-halves are just staring up the park, and McNulty's good movement, to be fair, for a striker, and a good finish. But it was poor. It was pure defending for a team like St Johnston, who probably pride themselves on that.
And I thought Xander Clark was a wee bit off his game as well. Like, there was a couple of times where he dropped a couple of crosses that I mean, they could have conceded about 3 or 4, and that's very unlike Xander. He's usually a fantastic player. It was kind of a game of 2 strikers because you obviously had McNulty scoring for Hibs, banging in 2. Chris Kane, though, for St Johnstone, Jesus, how many did he miss? Like, do you know what I mean? He was chipped in for the volley, he was through on goal, I think twice in over a game, maybe once. But everyone, he was just, and I mean, it was hitting wide. It was closer to hitting the corner flag. So it was kind of a game of 2 strikers. Hibs took their chance when it came, but St Johnstone, they'll look at that result, and that's what it really got away with them. You can't ask for much more.
Hats off to Hibs for fighting through with 10 men and holding on to the win. I mean, it's been a wee positive turn as of recent for Hibs.
Since they got rid of Neil Lennon, innit? They seem to have got better.
I wonder why.
And it seems like Neil Lennon is bringing such a positive mood to Celtic at the minute, which is beautiful.
He usually does for a couple of weeks, then he starts his push.
He's only at Celtic until he becomes a Scotland manager.
According to you.
Yep.
But no, look, I think Hibs have done well the last couple of weeks of that. Fighting with 10 men, decent enough. That's all I just wanted to add. I mean, pretty much.
What about the
dive?
What about the penalty?
The penalty.
In my opinion, I may as well just get it out there. I don't think it was a penalty.
We talk about the first one. The one that McNulty
put
Oh,
away.
The one that scores for.
No for me.
No, not a penalty for me. I've only seen the main camera angle and then another angle. And for that, it just looked too soft. I think if threw himself at the ground.
It literally threw himself. Like, it gets touched first. Like, the guy grabs his shoulder. He could have went down there and then I'd have probably said penalty. But the fact that he plays on, then realises shit, and then he kicks. It's the legs kick up. Always is the tail, innit? There was also another dive in the game. Obviously, Hibs, he ended up getting sending off in the game, but his first one was a horrific dive. You've all seen this. It's like nobody touches him. Right, I've seen, like, obviously Morelos and Cosgrove's getting a wee bit flat now because they've obviously got hands on them and they make the most of the contact when they go down. This guy's got no contact. He not only kicks his leg out as if someone's kicked him, but also goes like that. That's the ugly side of the game that no one's got time for. That's horrific. I can making the most of contacts a thing, but that's disgusting. That's the kind of shit Jordan Jones got banned for Kilmarnock. So it'll be very interesting to see against Stevie Clark's all in the news now what actually happens with him now, because that's a blatant dive. Will that be then increased their ban just like Jordan Jones was, who had actually came? I don't think they will because he got sent off anyway, but it'll be interesting to see what happens and how they deal with that.
It is quite interesting how the governing bodies approach people that dive in. Obviously, the Jones incident ended up, they won a penalty, they gained a massive advantage from that. Slivka was kind of in the middle of the park and stuff, so they never got much an advantage. But at the same time, it's pretty much doing the same thing, and it's conning the opponent, it's conning the ref,
cheating. It just shouldn't have been the game. It's just cheating altogether.
Pretty much.
So I think we're all kind of agreed that that was definitely a dive. Yeah, I mean, he should get banned. If Jones has gotten banned earlier on, we need to keep the consistency.
I know that. I just feel like there has been no consistency with that because there's been plenty of dives throughout the season, and just I can't point out anybody but Jordan Jones getting. To
me, it seems like the more publicity that an incident gets, that's when they
Jones was rinsed for it. Like it was everywhere.
That's when they speak up on it, and if that's the only time that they do speak up, then players are going to just do it consistently.
The managing director of Rangers obviously came out with a quote about the compliance officer saying she only really ever takes charge if it's on sports scene. So if it's not brought up in sports scene, if it's not everywhere, then she's just kind of like, nah, I'm the bother. So very interesting to see.
It wouldn't even surprise me if they didn't know what happened.
No,
just didn't have a clue.
Nah, she was way out or something. But anyway, let's see. Some people saying inconsistent refereeing. Noah, cheating is cheating. It's got to be cheating, blah, blah, blah. So I think everyone's pretty much entitled that was actually a ban. So I'm going to go with a game, and I'm actually going to pick the Hearts game. And I want to get ahead of Ryan because...
The Hearts game?
Yeah, it was a Hearts game, yeah. Because they got absolutely fisted out of that Southern Rotten. So we'll talk about the Hearts game. If you don't know the score, it was obviously Hearts 1, Celtic 2. Was it 93rd or 4th, Ryan?
92nd.
Fuck, I couldn't even get that right. Right, so I gave you two choices and it was neither. This game was actually goalkeepers that probably nearly stole the show, and if it ended a draw, that would have probably been the fair result because I thought both goalkeepers really stepped up, especially the Hearts one. Like, touching on goalkeepers and touching on goalkeepers specifically in this game, Lamal I think is fantastic, but he's a good player.
I think you can agree that after McGregor's done, I think Bain should be the next Scotland keeper. Personally, I think.
I'm going Liam Kelly still.
Really? I don't.
If he was in a bigger team where they wasn't getting 19 shots hit him every single game.
But Scott Bain, see his performance against Valencia.
It was a good save. See the volley, like Hearts in the corner. I think it was for Clare. That was a really good save. I'll give him that. But the Hearts goalie, that save for Burke when it shot, it deflected right at him. Somehow he managed to move his hand from like here to there within like and not only that, saves it, gets back up and clears away. That's fucking top-notch goalkeeping. But there's a couple of incidents I want to talk about. I want to get your reactions to. The red card, obviously, Hearts fans have been absolutely spamming my mentions, Sahan Rotten, saying, talk about this, ask Ryan about this. So what was your thoughts on it, Div? I'll ask you first, mate.
It was a red card.
Really?
Hey, well done, Div. It's like the definite red. There's no argument about it.
No, wait a minute. Right. So the reason why I think it's a red card, I still believe that Hearts done well enough to earn a draw for the match. And if that player didn't make a stupid decision, I think that they potentially would have got a draw for the match because they wouldn't have been so backs against the wall in like the last minutes. But anyway, I thought watching the replays and stuff, the boy looks at I don't know how to pronounce his name, and he leads with the elbow, and then he proceeds to he leads with the elbow, but he also makes a motion with the elbow. So in my opinion, it's a red card.
Does he catch him in the face?
Yes.
I don't think that the contact was that bad. But
the Celtic player just got up. ready to play on with.
Pretty much, aye. But the intent was there, so.
I mean, you've got to give the player that. Like, he didn't roll about and like kid on like his grandma died or anything, like crying, but he got back up.
Probably because he came for the German league, to be fair.
Nah,
very honest league.
Yeah, very honest. The one thing I will say is, before Ryan obviously has his turn, we just saw a player look at, it was Cosgrove on BB. He turns, he looks, then throws the elbow. Now, that was a yellow card. So, again, this consistency ruling, where is it then? Again, the reason that it wasn't a red card is apparently it didn't connect flush on his face or some shit. Like, that's the rope they're trying to pull on. That guy clearly never connected fully with the Celtic player's face. So, all I'm asking is, why is one a yellow and why is one a red?
Yeah, I think this is where a lot of the aggro comes from, the consistency for referees. There's fans out there who feel aggrieved because decisions haven't been given their way. So when a decision gets made against another team, they're out saying, blah, 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 this happened to us, blah, blah, blah. But if the referees were consistent, then that wouldn't happen, because every time somebody led with the elbow, which Cosgrove is absolutely infamous for.
It's like his thing.
It's
before
literally
he was scoring goals, he was scoring noses.
Aye, that was it. That was all he was doing, the elbows. Aye, what was I saying? Fuck, aye, consistency. If there was consistency, I don't think there would be much complaints about things like that. Do you know what I mean?
So that's my problem. If it's given a red card, then make it, if a player looks and then throws the elbow, make it just everyone's a red card. Then I will now get spammed for 5 days, people saying this is absolute disgrace. Like, you know what I mean? Like JVC Cam, I know he'd be watching back or something. He wasn't happy about it. He tunes in every week. Big Hearts fan. So Ryan, I think we all get your opinion. It's a clear red card for you.
Absolutely. I mean, when you when you launch yourself into a challenge like that in the air with your elbow leading like that into a face when you clearly know what's going there, it's a definite red card. Respect William for getting up and playing on.
Can I ask you one question? See, when the Celtic defender done that to the Hibs boy 2 weeks ago, where was
card?
it?
Red card.
To be fair, you did say it was a red card.
It should have been a red card.
I'll give you that.
It's no my I know you'll know personally saying, but when you get people complaining at you at Twitter and YouTube comments saying, how's that a red card? It's not my fault. I can't personally control what Stuart Dallas.
And to be fair to you, you did say the Celtic boy should have been sent off for the challenge.
It should have been a red card. It should have been. It should have been. And it's just unfortunate that the referees can't make consistently good decisions. I mean, there was that situation in the Kilmarnock Rangers game where somebody nearly got their head took off with a broke kick.
Didn't get me started on it.
All of these situations, if I could turn around and give a red card, I would give a red card, but I can't do it.
Can I just say, see if the Hearts player just ran up and fucking kicked the Celtic boy in the face, it'd have been a yellow, and it'd stayed on. So don't jump into me, just kicked him in the face. The Spfl's teaching you that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There is one other thing I want to ask before we obviously talk about the goals, because there was actually pretty decent goals in the game, good breakaway goals, and obviously the penalty kick. The challenge on Naismith earlier on in the game, Boyata, just being the bomb scare that he usually is, kicks it right in Naismith. Naismith's running through on goal. Boyata's literally climbing on him, and you see the replays. He clearly impacts the shot, but nothing given, and it's just given us a goal kick. Deb, what was your thoughts on that?
I pretty much agree with what you're saying there, with Boyata being all over him. If Naismith had went down in this instance, I think it would have been a red card to Boyata. Because he's honesty, he's not been rewarded, in a sense. You know what I mean? And I seen it in the Man United game the other day. Sanchez was pulled back after a pass for Pogba, and because Sanchez carried on when it was a clear foul and it would have been a free kick anywhere on the park, Pogba was raging and there was nothing given. Do you know what I mean?
It reminds me years ago when Klopp absolutely ranted. I'm sure it was Liverpool versus Everton, but it was Coutinho inside the box. He got dragged, but he stayed up and tried to shoot, and it went wide. Yeah. And then because he shot and went wide, the referee never gave the penalty. So Klopp has a fantastic post-match interview where he's like, "So we're now punishing players for being honest." You didn't want players to try and play on. Come on, it's got to be.
It's mental, man. I think we could spend the full show speaking about consistency with Scottish referees, and there's a whole host
like Steve Clark.
Even that. There's a whole host of different reasons that we could get into, man. But it's consistency at the end of the day.
Hey, Ryan, just want to get your opinion on it, mate. Boyata is a bomb scare, though, isn't it? Every time I watch this highlight.
Well, I mean, I've started to see Boyata is such a love-hate relationship. You know, 1 minute I think he's one of the best centre-backs the club could potentially get, and 1 minute I want to see him at the door.
That's similar like me and you, but I just hate you all the time rather than like something.
I think it's his attitude as well.
Aye, so definitely a big part.
I'm bigger. Like I'm the man.
Definitely, he's definitely off for the summer. But I think that the whole scenario is basically if Naismith doesn't get that shot away, then potentially see a foul. I was why I looked at it. I think it's personally just because of that.
Would it have been a red card?
You could potentially say it is a red card because it's a goal scored opportunity.
Plus, it's outside the box because this double jeopardy rule apparently is hanging. Like if it's given as a penalty, can be sent off, but because it was on the head. So I can understand Hearts fans. So please stop spamming me saying it was injustice. I understand how you feel, but the rest of the game, mate, you want to break it down, Ryan, because obviously you were watching it. So you want to break it
I wasn't watching it. In fact, I was working.
Oh, here we go.
I've had a good clip on anyway. Don't worry, I've been watching. I saw the extended highlights. So I know what I'm talking about. Basically,
I know what I'm talking about.
I'm the big man around here, mate. All right, I'm 9-1-1 son.
It's just it's a fantastic. One thing that I wanted to comment on was the attitude towards the team if we perhaps did lose a game. I was worried if that did happen that people would be, raging at the whole scenario with Brendan leaving and Lennon being his first game. I don't think it would have been directed towards Neil Lennon because it's his first game and such, but people had to realise that Tynecastle is never an easy tie and that we could have very easily lost that game with Rodgers in charge, never mind Neil Lennon. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about, but the relief was fantastic getting that 90th minute goal. I thought, considering how we played in the second half, I feel like we did deserve the win. And a couple of good goals. The first goal's fantastic, and it just shows that those three attackers, Buck, Forrest, Sinclair, dangerous, really dangerous. And it's the reason why we need to get players like Buck on permanent deals and long-term deals.
Mate, you couldn't get 4 million for McGinn. How are you going to get about 15 for Buck?
It's just not going to happen. I just wish it could, but...
I get it, mate, I get it.
Did you start eating something there, It's just not going to happen.
I'm eating Simpkins all-natural travel sweets.
It's almost like you're training for something. It's almost like you're training for something, Ryan. Keep yourself healthy, mate. I like it. But is there anything else you want to actually talk about? I don't know. I never had any other notes. I says pace for the Celtic first goal. I says the penalty for Hearts was a penalty. We agreed on that. It was a penalty.
It came for stupidity at the back and complacency.
I think that was one of the reasons why he never got a red card as well, because that double jeopardy rule, because it was inside the box, so clear goal scoring. So, and yeah, the Hearts kind of feel aggrieved because they did defend very well with 10 men, but last minute goal, shocking, defended by Clare. He just stands there and watches.
Oh, it was dreadful.
Oh my God.
Thinking.
If that was you, Ryan, you'd never play for me again, genuinely. You won. But anyway, that's us with that one. So we'll kind of discuss that. Right, moving on to the next team, and Ryan, it is back to you, mate.
Oh, back to me. Who do we go for? We've done that. It's the only game I've got to. Have I got to pick the Dundee game?
I mean,
who were they against, Ryan? You have to say the home team, mate. You've got to be fair. What's the home team?
I can't pick that. I'll be getting memed for years.
Mate, you're already a meme, right?
Surely there was another game that we could talk. Am I allowed to pick the Livingston St Mirren game?
Of course you are.
Oh, well, I'll pick the Livingston St Mirren game then. There we go. Aye, St Mirren there.
No notes for us. I was like,
I don't even know what happened, mate. He's not got a clue.
I honestly did not know this happened until about half an hour before we came on the show.
Who scored for St Mirren, Ryan?
I had no fucking clue. I couldn't tell you. Actually, like
it was fun.
I seen everything apart from this one. I didn't even know what happened. It just happened right behind my back. It appears, but
you know what you're talking about.
But you know what you're talking about, man.
The good thing is, I had STV News on. I was listening to Owen Kearney, and I could comment on what he was saying.
Right, fire on, mate. Take it away.
You're just going to paraphrase the manager.
It feels like I'm going to add my comments onto it, Dev, like a professional, like Michael
like a
Stewart,
professional. You've never done the actual research,
like Hugh Keevins would do.
If you do this in uni, you're fucked, man. Honestly,
it's almost like that. I didn't copy my homework. He's like, right, I'll change a couple of words.
No, but like in all honesty, for the bits and bobs that I got to actually look into in the last half an hour, because I didn't know what happened. I mean, it's actually quite impressive for St Mirren getting that result.
Fantastic result, yeah.
I mean, St Mirren's team is coming together well, I think, under this new look side that Owen Kearney has put together. And I'm happy for him because he took such a big gamble and come to St Mirren for such a lack of experience, you could say. And for them to stay up would be nice. And that is a big result against a team who have overachieved this season, a team who I thought would be worse off than St Mirren, and it proved me completely wrong. But in this game, they managed to keep a clean sheet. They managed to get a 1-0 win. A lot of positives there for St Mirren, a lot to build on as well. Just the same as what Hamilton done against Aberdeen. St Mirren, it's good to see. That was a very, very nice result. I'm just happy for Owen Kearney.
I'm raging, to be honest, because I've got St Mirren to go down. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that was a banker for me. Now they're only 1 point behind Dundee, and I'm like, oh shit. Right, you know what I mean? One of my
You've seen how bad Dundee were.
Yeah, mate, that's what's making me really nervous. But obviously the goal was for Flynn. Was it 80? It was the 89th minute or something like that, wasn't it?
It was indeed, mate.
Hey, I get one right. So it was a late goal. Livingston, that's a bit of a shock result because I really thought Livingston were finally starting to pick up that form again. They were starting to play some nice stuff. But once again, as soon as they leave their ground, shaky, mate. The waveform's really, really poor for Livingston. And it just sort of continues. But very, very great result. If you're a St Mirren fan, you're like, season's back on. Because if you're a low start, they were 4 points behind Dundee. Hard to claw back.
If it was the for Livingston's home form this season, maybe they'd be in the same state. Maybe they'd be in
genuinely think that's true. Is that the old plastic pitch argument coming back, is it?
Could be. I mean,
could be, mate. Anything else you want to add to that, Diff?
To be honest, I thought Livingston, looking at the balance I play in, that had a lot of chances. I thought
just missed everyone.
I just thought they were pretty dreadful with their finishing. There was a Hawkett free kick that just kind of went over the bar. Which didn't really know he had that in his locker, but he showed good technique.
Right, he's good on me.
There was another few chances for the boy Erskine that just kind of ballooned out the bar. But I was watching the game and I was thinking to myself, if you are a team, you're going into a game against Livy, you're going to be working in set pieces all week, aren't you? Yeah. You're going to be focusing a lot of your time on that. And if you succeed in kind of stopping them from dominating for set pieces, you've got a good chance of beating them. And that's exactly what St Mirren did, and they get the last gasp finish.
That's my only note in the game, I'd say, is Livingston was actually quite surprisingly poor from set pieces, because normally their corner kicks are their bread and butter, free kicks in and around the box to whip them in. I was quite surprised, but again, fantastic 3 points for St Mirren. And now back to you, Dev, picking the next game, mate.
Oh, let's do it then. Let's pick the Rangers game.
Hey, can I just say before any of you go off, this is where I'll sit back and listen to you.
Eat your posh food.
I just noticed.
Have you seen the Rangers game, Ryan?
I've seen the highlights,
Mate, how low are you going to get in this fucking... Like, every 5 minutes you get... It's just neck. It's just
like,
neck.
When it gets to the Rangers game, this is like a sit because...
Is it because they knock you off your seat and you're just like,
I absolutely, that 8 point...
Nothing but chin there. Look at that. Nothing but chin. You better stop lay off the cakes. I'm starting to see 2 there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, Ryan. I'm just putting it out there, son. Look at you sucking it in there, look.
Getting the jawline out.
Yep. Right. Go for it, Rangers. Bad boy.
Great performance. It was good to see Kamara get his first goal against his old club.
Brilliant finish.
Considering the way they were kind of treating him after the Bosman deal was agreed, I think it was good for him to get a goal, but it showed class, it showed professionalism. He didn't over-celebrate, obviously because it was against Dundee, probably. But anyway, got the goal. The game was over and done with within half the first half. I thought Morelos could have potentially have had a hat-trick in the game. If not for a couple of good saves, but I thought another couple he could have did better with them. But it was just a totally dominating performance, and I was enjoying it, but also bored shitless at the game watching it. I'm watching Dundee going, they are very bad.
Awful.
Like, so bad. It was unbelievable. And last week I was kind of tipping St Mirren to be the ones to go down, but Dundee were just so bad. So that's going to be a massive 6-pointer when the split happens. They will play each other twice, won't they? Yep. Yep. So they'll play each other twice. That's going to be a big, big game. Those 2 both times, and whoever obviously comes out and top, I think will go down. But Dundee were pish, mate, weren't they?
Yeah, I've got first. For the second game in a row, we scored 3 within the first 25 minutes, which is obviously great. We've done that versus Hamilton, and then obviously again, on you go.
I just want
you can go to the toilet, Ryan.
I feel I sit here in so much silence. There's only one question I want to ask before you go on, because I've had a lot of ranting and raving. Is Kamara actually a good player?
Fantastic, mate.
He's been really good. It had been.
Mate, can I just say, seeing the 5 games that he's played, he's won basically the fan voted man of the match for everyone. Like, genuinely. And we've been scoring.
It was one of the players who I thought, had the potential to be such a big surprise, because it was coming for because obviously it came for Dundee, so you're looking at a potential Jack Hendry there. But at the same time, you're looking at somebody who could pleasantly surprise you and has the tools to be a good player, and so much.
Yeah. It's still early. When you go, CJ.
What I like about him is he's so calm. Like, I know we're not really talking about this game now, but even in the Aberdeen game where it was clearly trying to rough him up, I think his biggest thing was his mentality, because he was the only one I saw start getting wound up about the physical battle. He wasn't looking and diving himself in like I feel kind of lost his way. Jack, he was just calm, composed, trying to make things happen, and he's just so smooth when he's got the ball. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough. He's just hit the ground running. It's like the best 50k that's ever been spent.
Oh wow,
it's frightening, mate. Genuinely, Ryan, he's looking good, mate. He's looking really good.
Definitely need to talk about that transfer fee, 50k bargain from what we've seen so far. Aye,
50k.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 500.
No, man,
mate, 50k.
50k.
that is absolutely ridiculous.
Aye, because obviously
Get
we're
that
going to
clip,
get
ladies
him
and gentlemen. Get that
we're
clip.
going to get him at the end of the season, and then Dundee were going to be in pricks, and so we just offered them 50k, and they took
That's almost as good as paying 500k for Dembele.
or $1 million for Morelos. Do you know what I mean?
He scored double.
Even better, actually. Aye, and
Aye,
obviously, Kamara's in there in front of Ross McCrory, who was absolutely exceptional when he broke back into the starting 11, and he's took a good jersey there. It's obviously very early for Kamara, but as you were saying, CJ, he's been superb. The fans have warmed up to him, but we'll just see, because there is a lot of competition within the Rangers ranks. And hopefully, Rangers need to win their next 4 games as well.
Oh, 100%, mate.
1 million %.
Next 5. Like
We need to win all games.
next 10.
That's it. Literally every game. The one thing I also put about Kamara, Ken, you kind of touched on it a bit in my notes there. I put it really did show class, because you think about it, he was, when he signed the pre-contract, he was frozen out the first team instantly, was training with his sort of under-21s. He could have easily, when he scored that goal, and give it back, like we've seen so many players there, like Carlos Tevez and stuff like that, whenever they moved on. But he scored, put his hands up like that, and just kind of went, that's kind of what I do.
That's what it is. That's
absolutely brilliant. The only thing I will say about the game is I thought after 25 minutes it really the game was over, the players knew it, Dundee knew it, and like you said, it got boring as shit. Like until Jermaine Defoe came on. I know Gerrard's came out and says he wasn't happy with the second half performance. Defoe ends up coming on, scoring a very, very good goal, doing what Defoe does. But first 25 minutes, unplayable. Up to about the 80th minute, very, very like we had done our jobs. We're just waiting for the quarterfinal versus Aberdeen. So that was a wee bit disappointing. But apart from that, another dominating performance. 3 games. 14 goals scored, 0 conceded. Tidy. We'll take that.
Now you're just looking forward to the real challenges coming up now.
Right, the Hibs on Friday. I don't know. They're trying to get that second spot for you. Like, I don't know. That's two. There's 2 of them.
Just roll on at the end of the month. Can't wait. There they are.
Mate, was it not like a week ago or anything like that? You were just like, oh no. Like, were you not just thinking because all the players were injured and that, you're like, oh, this could be tricky. This could. Now you're gaining all confidence. It's on the channel, mate.
I can't remember.
I wasn't here.
There is another game we need to discuss, by the way. It was actually Motherwell Kilmarnock.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do we need to discuss that?
Nah, no, there's much to discuss.
I
put myself through the sports scene highlights and it was not pretty.
No, I mean, I couldn't even see any.
Oh my God. Ryan, you eating is cracking me up.
It's just because it's a wee Suki sweets, you know.
Wee Suki sweets?
Wee Suki sweets.
The wee what? The wee Suki sweets?
There's a joke in there that I can't say live.
I've never tried them, Ryan. I've never tried them, mate.
I can just announce my retirement for this channel.
I think you'd done that the first week, mate. Kilmarnock 0, Motherwell 0. Obviously got postponed. It's going to be next week or something like that. Like the replay is going to be. Gogsy was there taking videos and everything. If you've not seen it, it's a good video to watch because he's trying to like vlog the game and that, and you just can't even see the park.
But the replay's happened, CJ. You didn't know that?
What?
They played that game.
No, they never.
Aye.
Wait,
we played on Saturday.
They played on Saturday.
They played on Saturday.
Aye.
Oh, and it finished 0-0.
Aye.
Aye, right, that's fine. Aye, I thought you were talking about like something else. I was like so confused. I was like, what are you talking about?
No,
right, sorry.
Aye, they played the game.
They postponed, then it went 0-0. Aye, right, that is fine. Right. I shot myself. I was like, no way have they played again. And
you're trying to cover your back here. Don't talk shit.
Mate, I said 0-0.
I know that, but you were saying it was about the fog and all that.
Hey, the fog was on the Wednesday games. That's what we're talking about.
Aye, but then you says you don't know when the replay is.
Nah, I never said that.
All right. Rewind it back.
No.
CJ Novo.
You never missed it, mate. You never missed it, and it was.
I never missed much. I have actually got the note there. It says 0. 0-0.
That must have been a brain fart.
We
Oh,
brain
do you
fart there
know
from
what I've not done? I didn't check if anybody actually predicted any of the other games right. Do you want me?
fire on it.
Right, fire on, right. So Aberdeen Hammond, none of scored it right. I got the Celtic game correct.
We know.
Hey, 2-1 Celtic. There we go.
What did I say?
You said 1-0 Hearts.
I
That's
said
how
one.
it should have ended if Boyard got sent off.
Kilmarnock and Motherwell, you'll be happy to know, CJ, you predicted correct. No.
Get it right up here, Ryan.
Rangers Dundee. What did you predict your video?
4-0.
Did you?
No, I went 5-0, mate.
Yes went 5-0. St Johnston Hibs, none of us got right as discussed. Oh, me and Dev got the St Mirren Livy game right. Hey,
fuck off.
You got it. 1-0 St Mirren. Hey,
No way. What did I say?
You said 0-0.
Of course,
Nearly.
Half a point.
I get half a point for the one each Celtic then. Celtic.
Nah, they have our points. Points.
Sound.
But
Can
all
I
I'm
get any
saying
points for Hearts 1-0? Because that's how it would have finished if Boyard got sent off.
That's a good point.
Final point. Who got the most correct scores this week?
I thought you said you and Div.
Hold on, I got the Celtic game and the St Mirren game. You're winner.
And what it is, it's because you've got so much negatives about you. God's just throwing you a bone and actually letting you win, son. You know what I mean? It's just Div enjoyed that. Yeah, he's not gonna be that harsh on you. You know what I mean? He's took a lot off you and he's just like, there you go, I'll throw you a bone there. Everyone's just rinsing me for my mess up. Lads, listen, I got my note from Wednesday and I forgot about the replay.
Rewind it.
Also, a shout out to Andy Taker. He's asking everyone to like the stream. Obviously, if he's done mind doing that, shows that you're still enjoying watching the show. As long as we're getting likes and you're hitting it, you're still enjoying it, we will continue to make them. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure to smash that. Is there anything else you want to talk about, lads?
Kilmarnock need to fucking buck up their ideas, don't they?
They have fell off a cliff. I called that, didn't you? I said this is going to be.
To be fair, you did. Yep, you did say that.
I says it's all off the field bullshit that they didn't need after a fantastic season. It's made it about yourself and everything like that rather than the team, and it's just buckled them right off the cliff, which is a shame because I'm sure if you're a Kilmarnock fan, you were absolutely loving the season the way it was gone. Now. Top four.
It's not too late to recover things, but
they are nearly 20 points behind Celtic.
It's not going to get any easier knowing that the split's coming up in only a matter of time. So,
do you remember when they were like 3 points off?
Yep, I remember when they were top of the league.
Were 20. They're now 20. In fact, they're 19 points. Sorry, 19 points off the top. So basically, round up to 20. So that's horrible. That's Spurs-esque. Trust me, I've seen it many times.
You should know.
All right, Ryan. Didn't fucking start it. That was a cheap shot. Right, are we doing predictions for next time?
Everything goal of the week first.
Goal of the week. Cool.
Really?
Do we really need to?
Do we even need to say it?
James Forrest Scottish Cup goal against Aberdeen.
I mean, that doesn't count.
No, right, seriously, what is Oakley? Come on, it's like the best goal that there's been in 10 years.
I don't think it's the best goal that the league has seen this season. It's up there.
Hamo's still your best. Or is it the Ryan Jack goal?
It's that.
That's a good shout, mate. I'll take that back. It's the Ryan Jack, Peg and Scott
Why I think the Oakley goal, Peg and Scott Brown, what an image. Oh shit, wrong image. Let me change back to that one.
I'm sure he's used to that.
The Oakley goal was just so unusual. That's why I'd probably agree with you and say it was like.
The fact it was against Joe Lewis as well, one of the best goalkeepers in the league.
Good goalie. Right. It just looked impossible to score for that angle, and he'd done it, pulled it out his locker.
That was a fantastic finish.
So go Oakley for me, Dev.
Oakley.
Ryan.
Oakley.
And let's see the chat. People are going for Arfield. They're giving Oakley. They're giving Glenn Kamara a shout. Just fire it in. I'll read them out very quickly. Some people saying Kilmarnock's form's been down to them dropping Robes. That's ever since he's tweeted it, didn't he? Many of he's complaining about his penalties. He's been dropped to the bench since, so maybe that's playing a massive part to it.
And
getting a lot of love.
I've also seen all the Kelly players are away to Tenerife on a holiday.
Enjoying themselves.
Fucking hell, man. I don't know. Probably. What they did? He went.
Someone's right. Come back, Brendan. Right, go do this for me. Don't do it, Brendan. Just go do it for me once. Because I love that video. Go do it. Just one time. Come on.
That was a good video of you, right?
Come on. Don't do it, Brendan. Don't go.
So the predictions for Hibs versus Rangers.
Right, so everybody get involved in the chat. Fire in your predictions as we go through, and I'll make sure we reading them out. Ryan, when we start with mate?
Friday night's game, your lot taking on Hibs at Easter Road.
Well, I'll not be taking part in this, but I'll give you that. I'll message into the group when I'm thinking this. Do you know why I won't be taking part, Ryan?
Tell us why.
Because you'll find out on Thursday in my prediction video on my video.
Oh, there we go.
Brilliant. Plug it. Right, on you go.
What are you saying, Ryan?
I am very mixed in this because I feel like realistically Rangers probably will win the game. But Hibs have been on a decent run.
We'll end it there.
I've not got my score yet, though.
Right, on you go, Ryan.
But then again, Rangers...
See it.
I'm going to go for a 1-0 draw.
Oh,
really?
Delusional.
1-0 draw.
I was just waiting for you to say Hibs there because I had you, mate. I had you.
Had you.
Aye. Well, he says realistically Rangers should win, and then if he chanted that Hibs were going to win, or even a draw, actually, I've still got you. Just shows that you're delusional.
Aye. Are you actually saying a draw, Ryan? To be fair,
I just feel like Hibs have been on a decent run, and maybe they will be. I mean, Easter Road is never an easy place to go, and the Rangers have never, in the last couple of years, really shown that it's an easy place to go. So, I mean, you had that victory last season, but it was very slim. So I'm just going to go on.
We had Graham Murray last year.
Hey,
do you just want to be letting him, by the way, when Lennon blows up? You want him?
He's fine out your under 18s.
I love all the comments and everything like that. People saying, "Oh, Gerard will be out by Christmas" and everything like that. They'll be getting Murray back. And then when Brendan left, all the Murray tweets were just fantastic.
The best comments were people saying we wouldn't even get Steven Gerrard.
Yeah. I like Spears there and all that.
No.
The writers. But anyway, mate, sorry, keep interrupting you. What's your prediction? On.
Well, realistically, Rangers should win. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 victory to Rangers. I think the last time we visited that mob, we absolutely battered them. All we had to do was fucking score. But at the end of the day, it was still a draw. Yeah. I think we'll go there and we'll get a positive result.
Sub on Josh Winder.
Friday night. I mean, we'll probably pass on that one, CJ. But if Barry McKay... Aye. Barry McKay's a bit, maybe we'll fling him on.
Maybe we'll see how he's got. I'll read out a couple of the people's prediction. Jamie 1690 writes in 3-1 Rangers. Sean Milan writes Hibs 1, Rangers 1. So there you are, Ryan. Someone's gone for that. Craig Angus says 3-0 Rangers. Andy F says 3-1 Rangers. The Tonic 7 says Hibs 2-1. I'm just going to block him. Bob Steele says 2-0 Rangers. Mark Mitchell 3-1. And the last one we'll read out, Bing Bang, says 3 each, and that comes from Lewis Humphreys. So on to the next one, right?
We are looking at the other side of Glasgow, and it is Celtic versus Aberdeen. Celtic versus Aberdeen at Celtic Park.
See, before you go on, Partick Thistle's going to cost you 30 grand because they're last.
Well, that's if West Brom managed to pull it back, but that is unbelievable. Like the genuine chance.
Well, and Rangers are obviously going to cost you in that as well. But see, the Partick thing, you couldn't get any worse. They're bottom of the championship.
I know, and I had faith they could win that title. Div, you start Celtic Aberdeen.
Realistically, Aberdeen will lie down. Like they always do.
Can I remind you that Aberdeen are the only team, including Rangers.
Why are you going so high? It's like talking to Charlie Day.
Charlie. Aberdeen are the only team domestically to beat Celtic at Celtic Park in God knows how long.
Can we just say that game that they bet you was the game that you lied down to them so they could finish second?
Yes.
That should have been investigated for match fixing. That was fucking disgusting.
It was a mad thing.
That was this. Come on, Ryan. Come on. That was fixing. That was fixing to the match.
Can't even give him that.
Yes, have a cheek to talk about fixing. Let's not get into that.
Don't talk pish.
EBT.
Talk to Batchy. That's an inside joke between me and Div. Look, see the inside joke there, Div.
I got it, mate. I got it.
Well, I might know this inside joke.
I can't tell you, mate.
Leave me in the dark.
Though. It's a fucking cream Krelter. Right, on you go, Div. Take that away, son. What you got?
Well, sadly, I think that tradition will prevail and Celtic will beat them 1-0.
1-0. I'll go next, and I always say Derek McInnes is a Celtic cuck. Like, he plays good for Rangers defence, but whenever it's Celtic, he's like, just go it. Just let them take you down and just bum you. So 3-0 Celtic. Genuinely, Aberdeen's push.
Can't you pump them, aye?
Derek McInnes just sets his team out to take it.
Can we cut that, please?
No, because nobody's going to do that.
Mate.
On this channel,
You're like the guy that drives the ship, all right? I'm Captain Kirk, okay, Ryan? So did I start calling out commands, all right? or you'll be at the team as well. All right. Oh shit! I almost said another thing there. I can't say. Right, on you go. Carry on.
I am going to go for a 2-0 Celtic win. So we're all saying clean sheets.
Yeah.
But all different goals.
Like, genuinely, the reason I've gone so high is I think Aberdeen will just lie down, as they always do, against Celtic. It's just pish. If they put in half the effort against Rangers, they'd actually have a chance. They're a good team. McKenna's very good. Cosgrove's on the form of his life. Mackay Stevens got a knock, but he's playing all right. Midfield, Ball's doing all right. Low's decent, but Celtic, guaranteed there's 3 goals in it. Book it. Next one. Oh, sorry, mate. I've got to read out some people's... Hang it. Murray Stewart says 4-1. Someone's telling me just to phase Ryan out. I mean, I might try. 1-1 comes from Adam Oliver. Shea Woods writes in 3-1 Celtic. Ryan 118's blow up Neil Lennon-Doll. Oh, he's changed it. 2-0 Celtic. That's good. Lewis Humphreys says 4-0 Celtic. And the last one we did comes from Alan Scott. Thought it was going to be Scott Allen. He's probably tuning in. He's not doing much. 2-1 to Aberdeen.
Scott Allen would say that, wouldn't he?
He's dying to get out of there, isn't he?
Aye.
Do you like his Rangers tattoo, Ryan? Can I ask you your opinion on that? Like,
that's a madness.
What, he's the Rangers tattoo?
Seriously, you've not seen this?
I've not seen it, but I couldn't care less for the Rangers tattoo.
No, wait. He's got that while he's at Celtic. Wait, I'll get it, Div.
I understand the concept of having a Rangers tattoo while he's at Celtic. It personally just Disney.
No. I don't think you're getting this, mate. There's a picture of him in training when he first arrived at Celtic, right? No tattoo, nothing. Bare.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
Since he's signed, he's then got this on his leg with him and his dad at Ibrox. Right, go check it.
I think it's him and his Wayne.
Was it?
Nice.
Let's see.
I mean, that's not the best picture, but there's plenty of them actually training.
Let's see. CJ sent a photo.
Wait.
Jesus, Johnny, that is a howler.
Jesus, Johnny, that is... Mate, check the next one I just sent you when he's wearing his Mandarin bits.
Show them.
Staunch as F.
Show the people watching just in case nobody's seen it.
So there's Scott Allen's Rangers tattoo. It's him, Ibrox. He's had that since he's been at Celtic. Look at that. Beautiful.
You just think I mean, he knows that he's not going to be at Celtic in the space of a year. You think he could?
Mate, he got that when he first signed.
Oh, it's just unbelievable.
If he wasn't such a money-grabbing bastard, he probably could have played for the team.
That's it. Unlucky, Scotty. You let yourself down. Right, where were we? Because I forgot.
Dundee versus Hearts at Dens Park.
Shit. I'll go first with this one, and I'll go with Hearts to respond. Although it just depends how Naismith and that is. I'll go 2-0. I'll just play it safe. I'll go Hearts 2-0 because I'm taking it serious now. That's it.
Oh.
Right, I'm going to go
serious.
I'm going to go ahead and say 3-1. I see Dundee nicking a wee goal in there, but Hearts to ultimately prevail.
Really? Who do you think will score for Dundee?
Oh, here we go. Make it up. Go on. Make a name up.
Is L-back
John Smith?
L-back
L-back Towie still play there?
I know who you're hinting at there, CJ, obviously, but he nearly came on and scored against us, I know.
No. He's a good lad.
That's what he does.
Paul McGibbon.
No, you're not going Kenny Miller? Oh, Kenny?
I'm going to go Paul McGibbon.
Right, okay. Div, want to take that, son?
Do you know what? I think that it's a bit mad right now. So last week, I thought Dundee were on the up or whatever, even though I thought that St Mirren were pish. And St Mirren got the result. So do you know what? I'm going to go 1 each.
1-1.
1-1. 1-1. Yes.
Wow, it's a Rooney.
Because even getting into the Celtic game, Hearts, when they're playing that well, they just drew 1 each with St Mirren, didn't they, at home?
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Dundee are bad, though. Bad.
Yeah, defensively, they've gave up.
Bad.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're just not there.
Michael Jackson bad, like the song.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Beautiful, Div. Well done, you. Right, Ryan. Sorry, actually, John McGregor writes in 1-0 Hearts. Peaceful Warrior just writes in no. Oh wait, is that old stuff? He's just writing no Brendan there again.
Oh fuck.
Bob Steele says agree with Sharp Div. I'm going to go 1-1. Mackenzie, I can't pronounce that last name, buddy. I really apologise. I'm not wanting to offend everyone. It says Hearts 3-1. Andy Taker writes in Dundee 1, Hearts 2, and Mr. Scott 7 says I think it will be 2-0 to Hearts. There we are, decent.
Right, well, moving on, we head over to the Tony Macaroni Arena for Livingston versus St Johnston.
I'll just jump out, say my prediction for this.
A chuckle there, you're right, CJ.
I don't even know what he's laughing at. Must be a comment.
Aye, that's fine. No, then read it. Don't read it.
Wait, is it?
Oh, aye.
Off the table, 18 plus and all that. Right, cool.
Oh, fuck! I've just dropped my lid in my can.
What comment are we laughing at?
Ryan,
I'll tell you later.
Ryan, you could have had a great joke there, but you're just too slow up here, honestly.
Too busy eating fucking posh sweeties.
One each. I think it'll be one each.
1-0.
Aye.
Ryan, you can take this one away, son.
I'm going to go for a 1-0 Livy win.
I'll go a score draw. I'll go one each.
1-0 as well, same as
Smart.
Yeah, I'm doubling down there. I just genuinely think it'll be 1-1. St Johnstone will take anything they can get, and I think they will sort of bounce back. But Livingston, they need a response, so I'll go with that. Right, let's see. Liam G27 writes in 2-1. Adam Oliver says it's going to be a boring 0-0 draw. Let's see. Fan 111 says 0-0. A lot of draws. I mean, have you seen this? It's just all draws. Apart from Alan Scott again writes in 5-1 to Livy. So there we are.
Jesus Christ.
I like that. Next one.
Motherwell, Gogsy versus Hamilton in the derby of all derbies.
Oh, man.
What a game.
Derby of all derbies.
Can I go first for this one?
Oh, you go.
I will go with a cheeky one each.
Oh, 1-0's on the cards for today.
Man, I don't know. I'm looking at both teams. I think they'll just fight for either points. Motherwell's kind of decent form, apart from obviously the blip there. So 1-1. I'll go with that.
Yeah, fair play. I'm gonna go for
okay.
I'm gonna go for a Gogsy 3-0 win.
Oh my god, that's a pumping.
That's a pumping.
That's a shafting.
Gogsy.
The mentality that I'm kind of approaching this way is if I'm actually genuinely trying to predict it, I'm just kind of going the opposite.
All right, okay, fine.
Because I'm shite at predicting, so hopefully this picks it up, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go for a 1-0 to Hamilton. Dougie's back in the good books.
There he is. He's back. I called that just before he said that.
I can see.
Go on, the boy.
Need some feel free.
Right, sorry, I got distracted there. Right, some of the people, Chris McDougall writes in 2-0 Motherwell. James Hunter says 6-0 Motherwell, and I'm being serious. Fairly, mate. Drew Harvey, maybe he's a Motherwell fan. Drew Harvey says 3-2 well. Christopher Jack says 2-0 well win. Thank you. And Rangers fan 1690 writes in 5-1. Jesus. Wow. A lot of love for Motherwell in the comments. Gogsy must be rubbing off on people. There's a first time for everything. Bang. Next one. Let's go.
And the final game on my birthday next Monday. It will.
I'm very happy returns, Ryan.
I don't know if there's any point predicting it because it probably won't be done by the time we're done this show. So should we predict it?
So you're going to be on the show on your birthday, Ryan?
There's no way.
I don't know because I'm away down to Manchester. So.
Well, fuck. How are you going to be on then?
Well, I'm due back on the Monday afternoon.
Oh, right, so you're going to be
mate, I'll give you an easy time next week. You turn up on your birthday. That's dedication. I'll give you an easy time, mate.
Well,
Rangers fan 1690 says, have a happy birthday, mate. Fair play.
Look at that. You never expect to see that in the comment section. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, my chair just snapped there. Jesus Christ, now I'm fine.
Just like my patient, if you're going to fucking hurry up.
So St Mirren versus Kilmarnock. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Kelly win.
Well, I'll just go because I'm going the exact opposite. I'm going 1-0 St Mirren, and I'm being serious as well. I think St Mirren's picking up, so 1-0.
I'm also going to go for a 1-0 to St Mirren, same as the Livy game. I think Kilmarnock, Kelly have just been terrible, man. They're collapsing right now. And also the fact that they've just fucked off to Tenerife. I know that I've obviously mentioned that earlier, and I know they've not got a game or whatever, but just What's going on? Like, I can't understand it at this stage of the season, to be honest.
Ryan, if I buy you a birthday present, will you wear it on the show?
Absolutely not.
If it's a t-shirt, come on. Just once.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Come on.
Because
Come on.
it's going to end horrifically. It's either going to be a Rangers t-shirt,
right,
which is never going to bear any sort of presence on my body, or a shirt that just, mocks me in some sort of way.
It's probably just, this guy's a prick and 2 thumbs up.
Something like that,
Oh, come on, mate. Play the game. Right, Callum Griffin says no one cares about your birthday, Ryan.
That's fine.
He's very blunt. I don't know why I love that comment so much. He was just done. He just wants the news. He's like, enough of this shit. But Ryan, I'm getting by you, son. You better wear it. John McGregor says, brilliant. Get him one. Oh, don't worry, son. I will. And let's see the last one. I'll read it. Lewis Humphrey says 2-1 Kilmarnock. Decent there indeed. So is that us for next week?
Aye, that seems right.
I mean, that's tidy. I like that. That was a nice show, lad. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything on your minds before we wrap up?
My.
Well, I mean, what is up? I mean, any managers getting the sack this week? I mean,
who are we going to give the curse to this week?
Don't even feel like we should.
What is your thoughts on that, Ryan?
Aye, genuine. We'll not interrupt.
Oh, well, I mean, there is a 10-minute video on that. No, generally. Saddening, disappointing, angry, and I can feel why there is so much aggression amongst Celtic fans towards Brendan Rodgers. It was just a move I didn't expect him to take. I mean, I guess, as you put Div last week, money talks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Snake bastard.
Clip that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have as my ringtone every time Ryan phones me. Just that slow, sad monologue. Because what it is the new is because Brendan Rodgers, he might be leaving. I just don't know. Celtic's no tweeting nothing. I don't get what's going on right now. But I fucking just woke up at 10:30. It's my day off. Brendan Rodgers might be leaving. That's what it is the new. Which I think is a fantastic rhyme on my name, if I'm honest.
Did you see the Celtic fan outside Celtic Park and they say, and she went like that, Rodgers is shat on Celtic. Did you see that? That was their personal favourite of mine.
I just want to shout out Andy Taker, who chips tone £2 into the chat. Thank you so much. He says, hope your next shite's a hedgehog, Ryan.
Oh, fair enough.
And one genuine question I want to ask for you, Ryan, because obviously people are very, very angry at Brendan Rodgers, right? And genuinely, what is his legacy? Is it ruined now at Celtic Football Club? How is the fans feel? Because you've seen him saying he'll never be welcome back. Forget the double treble. What's his legacy at Celtic?
Putting every part of my own personal opinion aside, he will never be welcome back at Celtic Park. The fans have made that perfectly clear. The fans will not have him
won you a double treble, man.
And do you know what? I respect that. I'll come out with my exact opinion. My exact opinion is this. I respect the double treble he brought. I respect the success he brought to the club. I respect, that whole 2.5 year period of everything that he brought to Celtic was outstanding. It was unbelievable. It's one of the best. They couldn't give me the greatest day of my life at Hampden.
Going to this channel.
At Hampden Park. But he's just stabbed us on the back, can't he? So I can't forgive him for that. but that's what it is.
Like, I think that's mental.
I mean, there's a comment there.
Do you think that's mental? CG, do you honestly think that's mental?
There's a comment there. There's a comment I'd like to touch on there. Left by Bob Steele, who says Leicester City is bigger than Celtic, but no as big as Rangers. Now that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I don't know.
Yeah, Celtic and Rangers are the two biggest clubs in Britain, bar Man United and Liverpool. End of discussion.
Good.
I
mean, I'm going to clip one part of that, but I'll give you that.
I think that's something that we could probably agree on, Ryan. The fact that, and I actually agreed with Sutton for once in my full life.
Earlier in the week.
Aye, he says that Celtic and Rangers, if they joined the Premier League, they would eventually start competing for the top six.
100%.
Within 4 or 5 years in the Premier League, Celtic and Rangers would be winning the fucking competition.
With the money they get.
reality.
When you've got Huddersfield spending like 100 million with their fan base, can you imagine?
Right, let's take this situation. Right, we've got Wolverhampton Wanderers and we've got Celtic Football Club. They turn around to João Moutinho and they go, right, you can come to Wolves, a team with literally a piss all history, or you could come to Celtic and Rangers, two of the biggest clubs in the world, with two of the most passionate fan bases in the world, with European success. Who are you picking? You tell me.
Whoever
well,
pays
Brendan
me.
Rodgers went for the money, didn't he?
Aye,
Whoever's paying me.
If we had the same money as Wolves, I'm saying. No,
Oh.
I'm not talking about in Scotland. If Celtic are in
I
Scotland,
choose
obviously. Wolves, right, but I mean, you choose Wolves if you had the choice.
Look at all these Portuguese good players, man. They've got the thing sorted. They're doing free agents, man. They're doing bits. What are they like, 7th in the league? Shout out to Wolves, by the way. Fair play.
I think you could have probably picked a better club, to be fair, but
I mean, you could have picked Huddersfield or something like that. Like, you'd have made
it was your first fucking team. He gave you a break.
Well, Brendan's was Leicester, apparently.
The Wolves fans are going to be raging. By the way, Wolves fans that are watching this, subscribe to Sharp Div. So that's what I'm saying.
I do talk about Leicester, but I need all the help I can get, so fair play. Want to tell me they can find you, lads, and we'll wrap up today's video now that we've had Ryan just been his glorious little sad self. If you've not seen Ryan's video about the reaction, by the way, I prefer the one where it was still speculation, because I think personally that's funnier, because you're like greeting, you're like, what's going on?
There's no point in me where I'm nearly green. I had one singular voice crack.
You're fucking bubbling, man. Basically blowing bubbles. My favourite part of the whole thing is when you've got what's it? Soccer? What's the scoreboard thing? What's the radio station you kept mentioning?
Scoreboard tweeting it.
When you've got scoreboard tweeting out before Celtic Football Club, you know there's something wrong.
You just don't have Super Scoreboard because you live in Apache country, so
no, we manage our styles with this. But you're just like, get what? Why is Celtic not tweeting on? And then you kept doing this every time you just mentioned them leaving. Oh my fucking! Oh Ryan, that's my favourite video I've done, mate. Genuinely, I could watch that all night. I liked it. I gave you a comment. What did I write in the comment section?
Oh, I can't fucking remember.
I think it was we shame. And the amount of fucking abuse I got for that, worth it.
Oh, no.
Worth it for the Ryan army. But anyway, we'll wrap up today's video there, shall we? Ryan, maybe tell them where they can find that video. On what channel?
They can find it on the Leicester fan channel and Twitter at Live.
The Leicester fan channel.
Oh mate, well played, well played.
Did you get a lot of stick for the Leicester fans?
I've seen a few comments, but not much. You know, I just let my people just take it away.
Just my people. People come.
Is there any more English clubs you wish to slaughter, Ryan?
Any other fan base you want to know before we head off?
I would love to slaughter every portion of an English fan base that I could, but sadly, I can't be bothered with the comments. You know.
Dev, want to tell me they can find you on the internet, mate?
Sharp Div on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter.
Stay tuned because we've been filming a couple of things that's releasing very, very soon, and I think you're going to be very happy. We're really filming the day, Dev. I can't feel my ankles. I can feel the eyebrows, which is weird. Like that's all I can feel. So yeah, stay tuned to that. Thank you so much for all tuning in again. It's always a good banter with you, Ryan. Are you okay, son? You look like you've just died there.
Ryan, honestly, you're a rocket.
Right on it. You're a Houston rocket.
You're a Houston
overrated.
rocket.
Overrated. Last question I want to ask you, Ryan, is he going to win the MVP? Yes or no? Harden? Yes or no?
Of course.
I probably is the bunker. But anyway, that's us all done and dusty for this week's SPFL show. We will be back next week discussing all the latest ones and obviously predicting the one that's going to finish after we've actually started. So make sure to check the guys out. I'll put them in the description of that as well. Definitely go and subscribe to them and fair play for Ryan. That was a sore one this week, Ryan, but you took it well, mate. Thank you so much for watching and bye. Bye.